afternoon, everyone. I am Ana Marie Liana Pablo, and today we will discuss a sensitive and crucial matter that is often disregarded, the acquaintance rape. The book I Never Called It Rape by Robin Warshaw addresses the issue of acquaintance rape. Published in 1994, the book provided insights into the experiences of women who have sexually assaulted by individuals they know and the judging perception of society. Robin Warshaw, the author, is an investigative journalist and women's rights advocate. In her work, she explores the cultural and legal dimensions of sexual assault, aiming to raise awareness and promote understanding of the often misunderstood and underreported crime of acquaintance rape. In Chapter 1 of the book, Warshaw discussed the reality of acquaintance rape. But first, let us define what is acquaintance rape. Acquaintance rape, also known as date rape, refers to a sexual assault that occurs within relationships where the individuals are familiar with each other. In short, magkakilala yung victim and yung aggressor. They may be dating, friends, classmates, co-workers, or even neighbors. Do you agree that if you are a woman, your risk of being raped by someone you know is 4 times greater than your risk of being raped by a stranger? According to a survey conducted by Ms. Magazine, 1 in 4 women surveyed were victims of rape or attempted rape, while 84% of those raped knew their attacker, and 57% of rapes happened on dates. Warshaw asserts that overall, rape is the most frequently underreported crime against an individual, with acquaintance rape being the least likely to be reported. Nevertheless, data from rape counseling centers in the US, where victims can seek treatment without necessarily filing police reports, indicate that 70 to 80% of all reported rape cases are instances of acquaintance rape. So, parang sinasabi dito na yung mga victims ng acquaintance rape ay mas pumupunta pa sa mga counseling centers for treatment kaysa mag-file ng police report. So, sa tingin nyo, bakit kaya hindi or ayaw i-report ng mga victims yung mga naranasan nilang acquaintance rape? Here are the reasons why victims are afraid to report their experience. Number 1, because of their personal relationship with the attacker, it often takes a woman longer time to perceive that action as a rape. For other victims, acquaintance rape is very hard to accept dahil nandyan na rin yung nasira yung tiwala mo sa isang tao and yung takot na magkaroon ng conflict sa relationship. And take note that acquaintance rape can also occur even with your partner. And sometimes, di natin nare-realize na it was a rape or sexual assault since we are in a relationship with them. Minsan, iniisip natin na normal lang yon sa isang relasyon. Number 2, they are afraid to be blamed or they were blaming themselves for trusting the person, especially that most people are blinded by the myths of rape. One story that is shared in the book is yung kwento ni Lori. Lori is one of the victims of date rape. Her story started when he agreed to have a double date with her friend Amy and 2 men named Paul and Eric. Pumayag siya dun sa date para samahan si Amy dahil mahihain ito. However, nung dumating yung araw ng date, si Eric lang yung kasama niya dahil nag-cancel pala si Amy pero hindi sa kanya sinabi ni Eric. So, umattend si Lori sa barbecue party sa bahay ni Eric with some of his friends. At that time, napapansin niya na pinapainom siya ng marami ni Eric ng alak pero hindi naman din niya iniinom. Nung napansin niya na nag-uuwi na yung mga tao, doon na napansin ni Lori na parang may mali. Pero isinuwalang bahaya lang din niya dahil iniisip niya na overacting lang siya, ganun. So, nung nakalis na yung mga kaibigan ni Eric, doon na siya nagsimulang halikan at hubaran ni Eric. Pinigilan niya ito and nagpumigla siya, pero hindi pa rin tumitigil si Eric. Lori finds herself in a situation where Eric, the friend she thought was harmless, manipulates her into a vulnerable position. Pagkatapos ng nangyari na yon, it leaves Lori traumatized and struggling with feelings of shame and self-blame. Natakot si Lori na i-report yung nangyari dahil baka siya yung i-blame. So, she copes with the trauma by moving to a different town to avoid encountering Eric. Gaya nga ng karamihan sa biktima ng acquaintance rape, Lori did not report the incident to the police and did not, at first, even understand it to be a rape. Instead, she felt almost totally isolated and blamed herself for what happened. Dito na nagsisimula yung trauma, yung self-blame, and yung trust issues ng victims. Kasi kung tatanungin nga naman natin yung ibang tao kung anong tingin nila sa sitwasyon ng katulad ng kay Lori, lalo na dito sa Pilipinas, sasabihin nila na kasalanan niya yon. Kasi bakit pa siya pumunta sa bahay ng lalaki and nakipag-inuman? Or maybe sasabihin nila na okay lang yun kasi hindi naman siya nasaktan, hindi naman siya binugbog or nabuntis. Para mas maintindihan natin how the society perceive rape, here are several of the most common myths about acquaintance rape compared with the reality. Myth number 1. Rape is committed by crazed strangers, when in reality, most women are raped by normal acquaintances. Myth number 2. A woman who gets raped deserved it, especially if she agreed to go to the man's house or ride his car. In reality, no one, male or female, deserves to be raped. Being in a man's house or car does not mean a woman has agreed to have sex with him. Hindi ba pwede na nagtiwala ka lang sa tao kaya ka pumunta sa bahay nila or sumabay sa kanya sa kotse? Myth number 3. Women who don't fight back haven't been raped. In reality, you have been raped when you are forced to have sex against your will, whether you fight back or not. In some cases po kasi, yung mga rapist or yung mga aggressor, gumagamit sila like mga emotional, parang guilt trip. Myth number 5. It's not really rape if the victim isn't a virgin. In reality, rape is rape. Even the woman isn't a virgin, and even if she willingly had sex with the man before. And kasi ang pinag-uusapan natin is yung ngayon, and hindi siya bumayag, then it is rape. Myth number 5. Agreeing to kiss with a man means that a woman has agreed to have intercourse with him. In reality, everyone has the right to say no to a sexual activity, and to have that no respected, regardless of what has preceded it. Myth number 6. When men are sexually aroused, they need to have sex or they will get blue balls. Also, once they get turned on, men can't help themselves from forcing a sex on a woman. In reality, men don't physically need to have sex after becoming aroused. Moreover, men are still able to control themselves even after becoming sexually excited. Because of these myths, the reality of acquaintance rape is largely ignored. And according din sa book na the few women who reported their date rapes na natanggap for prosecution are usually met with suspicion and disbelief from the judges when they testify about being raped by someone they knew or someone they choose to be with in a social setting. Hindi sila pinapaniwalaan sa korte and nag-e-end lang din na natatalo sila. Blaming the acquaintance rape victim. Without a question, many date rapes and acquaintance rapes could have been prevented by the woman if she hadn't trusted a seemingly nice guy, if hindi siya nalasing, if she had acted earlier on the bad feeling na na-feel niya. But acknowledging that in some cases, the woman might have prevented the rape by making a different decision does not make her responsible for the crime. Di ba kapag nanakawan yung isang store, hindi naman natin sila sinisisi and we can say na ginusto nila yon. Acquaintance rape is no difference. Yes, pwede kang mag-ingat or pwede mong maiwasan. But just like other crimes, hindi mo rin naman ina-expect na mangyayari sa'yo yon, especially na kilala mo yung tao na kasama mo. Pwede ba nating sabihin sa babae na huwag pagkatiwalaan lahat ng tao kahit na mukhang mabait naman? Should we tell them not to go to parties or on dates? Should we tell them not to drink? Should we tell them not to feel sexual? Certainly not. It is not the victim who causes the rape. It's not and will never be the victim's fault that they were raped. And not because she talked to a guy nicely means that she is asking for it. Before I formally end this report, gusto ko lang itong tapusin with this statement. Acquaintance rape is a crime, and it is no less crime simply because the rapist has a familiar face. Again, I am Ana Mariliana Pablo from Marketing 3-1, and this is the end of my report. Thank you.